How you start your morning sets the tone for the whole day. So today we're discussing 9 steps to an insanely productive morning routine. I do have to say, when it comes to morning routines, they evolve depending on what season of the year it is or what you're going through in your life personally. But hopefully these steps will be beneficial to you in creating your own productive morning routine. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way you get notified each time I publish a new video. Number one, hands down to any productive morning routine, is not necessarily the time you wake up, but getting enough sleep. If you are not getting enough sleep, then there is no way your morning is going to be productive, and maybe you're going to be tired throughout the day as well. So getting enough sleep is definitely the first thing. I used to be so obsessed with morning routines and how to do my mornings and making it perfect and making it good until I realized I had one essential ingredient lacking, and it was getting enough sleep. So nowadays I try to get into bed at a particular time. If I don't, that means I sleep until later because it's important to me to get enough sleep. So make that your most important consideration, because sleep, like it or not, is so important to our health and well-being. When we are sleeping, our bodies are rejuvenated, toxins are cleared out of your system. So you need to be getting enough sleep. Number two to an insanely productive morning is hydration. Drink lots of water. If I do not start drinking as soon as I wake up, high chances are I won't be drinking throughout the day. So I sleep with this next to me, next to my bed. As soon as I wake up, sometimes during the night, I wake up thirsty as well and I'll have a drink. But hydration is definitely one of the most important things you need when you're starting your day. I tend to find that drinking water as soon as I wake up clears my mind and makes me feel good. I don't know how, but it just does. So hydration, hydration, hydration. Number three is meditation. This is something that I started doing, I think, in the past year or two, and oh my gosh, it has been an amazing game changer. Personally, I listen to Louise Hay's morning meditation on Audible, and it's so good because Louise Hay is all about prompting you to be thankful for the day before, for the day ahead, forgiving life and situations and people. That's what I love about Louise Hay's meditation, and it's about 30 minutes long. I also use an app. It's called the Calm app, and they have a morning meditation, a new meditation every single day. They also have other meditations and Calm app for, whether for sleep or whether it's for creativity or whatever area or challenge you're dealing with. They have different meditations. So that's something that I immerse myself into. When I do fall off the wheel, I notice that my days are not so clear. They're not as productive as they normally are. So I would really suggest meditation as a tip to have an insanely productive day. If this is resonating with you, make sure you hit the like button and come follow us on Instagram. 3 times a day, we post amazing content to keep you inspired and going after your dreams. So make sure you come follow us on Instagram. Number 4 is to read for a few minutes each day. And when I say read, I mean reading an actual physical book. There is something about an actual physical book. And of course, I'm not going to start any debate about what is better, a physical book or an Audible, because I listen to Audible. When it comes to my reading, I do most of my reading on Audible, but still I try and hold a physical book, particularly in the mornings, because it does wonders. It's just so calming and so therapeutic. It's just an amazing way to start the day. The words stick as well, so make sure you read an uplifting book in the morning. It might be a Bible. Sometimes I read A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. I definitely recommend that you check his book out. It's amazing. So reading for a few minutes each morning will set you up for an insanely productive day. And I know this might seem small, but the small things are actually major in life. I don't know how. They just are. 5 is spending some time journaling. Whilst I don't do this every day, oh gosh, I wish I did it every day because it's so good for an insanely productive day, that's for sure. Journaling will just help you take what's happening in here or what's happening in the background, put them in the forefront as you write it down on paper. I actually did a video on journaling a week or 2 ago, so if you want to learn more about journaling, make sure you go check out that video. I will put the link in the description, or I'll link it in the show notes as well, so make sure you go read more about journaling. But it's definitely an amazing way of starting your day, and I recommend you make it part of your morning routine. 6, go for a run and exercise. For me, I advocate for whatever is pleasant to your body. Of course, this is not professional exercise advice because I'm not a professional exercise person. I am a registered nurse by profession, but still, I don't think I'm licensed to give out exercising advice. So personally, I go with what feels good to me, and I recommend you do the same, because if you're not exercising in a way that feels good to you, you're likely to not exercise. So start with small steps. Do what's pleasurable for you. For me, it's going out in the fresh air, running, listening to the birds, and looking at the at nature, and that resonates with me and sets the pace for my day. The next thing after exercise is definitely, my friends, getting dressed and ready for the day. Personally, this is also the time when I check my family WhatsApp messages and statuses. So confession, most of my WhatsApp contacts are on mute when it comes to their statuses, so I can't see them. The only people's statuses that I see are my family members' statuses. So I use that as a way of knowing that they're fine, they're doing okay, because I have family that lives across the world, and WhatsApp makes our lives easier that way. So that's the next step. For me, it helps my day productive. Instead of just getting ready as soon as I wake up, I tend to just stagger it a bit later when I've done other important things for my morning routine. If you are thinking of starting a business or growing an audience online, I would love to help. Click the link in the description below to access our free self-care and mindset masterclasses. Oh, did I say they're free? And they're packed with value, so make sure you sign up. Next step in an insanely productive morning routine is checking the planner for the day's schedule. Personally, I don't plan on that day. I tend to do it a day before, or on the Sunday of that week. That way I know what I'm doing. When I check my planner though, I tend to put things into time slots so that I know exactly what's happening today, at what time. So that's the time when I check my planner. I don't check it as soon as I get out of bed. I do it a bit later in my morning. So that's probably an hour or an hour and a half after I wake up, once my mind has had some time to come alive and to come awake. And then the next thing is getting a coffee or cup of tea. So I know sometimes people wake up and then they get their coffee, they get their cup of tea as soon as they wake up. But personally, I recommend doing it a bit later, once you've had some time to hydrate. Otherwise, you're going to be, you're going to be so excited and so jumpy if you just put coffee, or if you just put tea, caffeine into an empty stomach. Lastly, the last thing for a productive morning routine is start working on the most important project that you have for the day. So start with it. Don't start with a small task. Start with the biggest one that you're dreading. That's the one you need to start with. And after you've done your biggest task, you can go on to the smaller tasks as the day progresses. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have not done so, please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like if you enjoyed this video.